Hi, here's Marek Barrow. I'm the author of Bass Gym 101 instructional books for bass players, and today I would like to share the 3 tips for better and more effective rehearsals with you. First one, volume. The second one, why. And the third one, separate. Let me explain. The first one about the volume. Especially when you're in a smaller room, you make sure that everybody is going to be heard, Everybody knows what he's playing because he can hear himself. But there are like 2 exceptions. The first one is the vocalist. The guy or the girl, whoever it is who knows the mic, make sure that they hear themselves. The song is all about the vocalist. The vocalist knows what he's singing, that he's in pitch, he's delivering the message. So the rehearsal should be all about that. Second guy who's really responsible for the volume in the room is the drummer. Look at his drum kit. You got a kick drum, you got a snare drum, you got a hi-hat, you got the cymbals, and you got the toms. So which are the most loudest parts of the drum kit? It's the snare drum and it's the cymbals. So how to sort it out? With the cymbals, you can try to ask him to put a gaffer tape on them. I don't know if that's gonna work, but maybe you have a silent cymbal series of other brands, or you can just bring some cheapy ones, which are not as loud as his Sabian hard rock metal hardcore series, which are great sounding, but they're loud as hell. So what about the snare drum? Snare drum is really bloody loud drum. What you can do, you can dump it, you can change a different snare, and you can ask your drummer to just, be a little bit gentler with the snare. Yeah, just don't hit it that hard, like it's your life, it's, depending on it, just hit it lighter, and maybe the sound of the snare will be more in tune with the other drums. Be careful with the kick drum and the hi-hat. They should be really heard too, so maybe it's gonna be the challenge for a drummer, and just, okay, pay attention to the kick drum or to the hi-hat, why not? Tip number 2. Know why are you rehearsing. Usually there are like 3 scenarios, why the rehearsal is happening. You got a gig. When you got a gig, just make sure that you are practicing the playlist. Practice the order of the songs, connections, the vocalist or the front man, he should practice, what he's gonna say. Just make sure that it has a nice flow and the energy, That's what you are about. That's the live gig. So practice that. The rehearsals could be they could be short, they could be 1 hour, 2 hours. It's easy. Second scenario, you're going to a studio. That's a completely different practice. These practices are a bit longer, and really be picky about the details. Is the bass locked in with the kick drum? Vocal lines are good. What about the guitars? The sounds, song arrangements. Make sure everybody knows the songs and everybody knows what he's playing. Everybody knows his part. Be really picky about the parts. The third scenario, my most favorite, and that's about songwriting. Just take your time. Don't rush it, don't push it, you're writing the song, enjoy it. These rehearsals are really the most fun, and they're the longest, so just, be cool with them. Tip number 3, it's about the separation. It means that you are practicing in sections. An obvious section is bass and drums. These guys, they love each other, so I think, they're practicing already, as we are talking now. But try different scenarios. Try a rhythm guitar player, or guitar player in general, with the drummer. Try the vocalist with the drummer, and then of course guitars with the vocals, and bass and guitars, or if you have a keyboard, so you could have these combinations of 2 instruments. Try even the most craziest one, and try to play the whole song, the full tracks. You see that it's gonna help your ability to remember the parts and learn them better. And maybe you discover some little things which you didn't know about, Maybe, oh wow, I didn't know that I was playing this, or there was anticipated note and I was just playing on the beat. You never know. It's a great practice. So when you play, it's tight, it's crisp, and you're sounding great. That's all it is about. Rehearsals.